Close to 80 refugees who were camped outside the UN High Commission in Pretoria have now been relocated. The group consists of mostly women and children from various countries, including the Democratic Republic of Congo, Burundi and Tanzania. Let's get to the latest now. Katleho Sekhotho joins us from Bronkhorstspruit, that's on the outskirts of Pretoria, with the latest details. Katleho, great to see you. Give us an update on what's happened since that relocation, which was ordered by the High Court.
Yes, a very good afternoon, Michelle. We are here in Bronkhorstspruit, and I'm actually at a farm area where the refugees who we saw camped outside the UN High Commissioner offices for refugees last week had, those issues about relocation, and the court, the Gauteng High Court in Pretoria, ordering them to move from the vacancy that space that they were occupying since last year already. And so where we are now, so at the end of last week, Michelle, just to take you back a step back, there was a question around where do they go now? And there were a few organizations, NGOs, that were assisting the relocation of the refugees. Initially on Friday, they moved within the Pretoria area, and there was an area in Makelnyuk where community members were not happy as to that open area they were living in. But now they've been relocated to this area in Bronkhorstspruit. So I just want to show you what's happening behind me, Michelle. If I'll just step out of the way here, if you can just take a look as to where they moved. Initially, we had a group of about 100 refugees who had been camped out there, but I understand from the NGOs that 4 people had been detained, and a few others also made their own arrangements as to where they would go. So this is a large group that had mainly been in Makelnyuk that time on last week Friday, and now they are living here. This, I understand, is an old school or an old classrooms for learners, which is no longer being used as a classroom, and now the the NPO that's running the area is providing facilities for the refugees to stay. But Michelle, I want to bring into the conversation here Sophie Williamson, who is the owner of the non-profit organization who's actually running this area, this organization, and is also accommodating the refugees here. Mama Sophie, as you want to be referred to, thank you so much for speaking to us. Yes, you have opened your doors to the refugees here. Why did you do that, and how did you come to know of their plight?
No, I just, and thank you for this opportunity. I just heard or saw it on the where I'm on a group of the University of Pretoria with Vista and so, and then I saw this yesterday on the group, and then I just react. I phoned Stefan de Beer. He's from the University of Pretoria, because we're a lot of NPOs and NGOs who are working with homeless people and substance abuse and, mothers and children on the streets. And I'm from the organization Mountains and Valleys. We are an NPO, and I'm working with all of the other NPOs. We together. And then I just called, and then they said there's this problem, and I took a Uber and just go there, and and what we found is that we need as the NPOs to remove the people from there, and because of this place where it's a place I'm leasing this place from Mr. One of the farm owners, and for a homeless, a shelter for homeless people. Yes. It's still in the beginning process, where you can see this, we didn't even yet start, but because I've already signed a lease with them, and we saw that this is a way of where it is a place for homeless people, and we can help in this, and we can at a later stage see how what we can do. do, yeah.
Yes. I just want to find out, how long will they be settled here? How do you help them? I understand there's also issues around resources.
Yes. The other NPOs and NGOs, they are running around now because they know about all the problems here and what we need and that. I don't know how long their stay will be, because we are going to sit down as NPOs and NGOs and leaders, especially with the University of Pretoria. We are going to sit down with them. We do have organizations like Tandanani, we're a lot, TLF and them. So we are busy, and we will sit down to see how are we going to move this whole thing forward. Yeah, but for now, we do want to make it more easier for them. I myself stayed here for the night so that when they wake up this morning, that I can be here with them, because I could saw yesterday that they were very, very much traumatized, because of all the happenings and even the children then. But for now, I can see they are more relaxed. There was a lot of food. The people just brought food and stuff and whatever, and we shared it this morning and I can see they are very much respectful people. It's not that they are running around and they don't know what they are doing and where they are going. They know exactly, as we talked, and I talked with them, yes.
Thank you so much for your time, Mama Sophie.
Amen.
Thank you. There you heard it, Michelle, from Mama Sophie Williamson, who runs the NPO here, really opening the doors here to say the refugees can live here for a while the other NGOs who are also involved in helping can figure out a way forward. So also unclear as to how long they will be here for. But for now, it seems like this is the temporary measure for them. Also outlining the struggles that they're facing here, that there is a lack of resources, there isn't electricity or water or enough running water, and there are children here, if you can hear in the background, there are babies here as well. So really not the best accommodation, but it is a temporary shelter for now.
Absolutely. It's a developing story, isn't it? Katleho Sekhotho is live to us there in Bronkhorstspruit with the latest there around those refugees who had been camping outside the offices of the UN High Commissioner for Refugees in Pretoria since May of last year.